Thank you, Senators, for the opportunity to join you today to consider the mental health and developmental impacts of AI on infants, children, and youth. I'm a practicing pediatrician in London, Ontario, and I'm also the founding chair of the Digital Health Task Force at the Canadian Paediatric Society for the past decade. And the digital world is no longer separate from childhood, it's embedded within it. And it's referred to as the digital ecosystem. And the impact of this digital ecosystem on child development is undoubtedly one of the most significant and unpredictable public health challenges we all face today. Young people are among the most exposed to and affected by AI systems. Children do not encounter AI occasionally. It's present in their classrooms, on their phones, in their toys, and in the social spaces where they seek belonging. Yet these systems have been designed primarily for commercial efficiency, not for child development, safety, or well-being. I have three main points of concern for your consideration. First is the impact of AI on learning. AI tools are increasingly used to support learning, from writing assistants and tutoring tools to personalized content feeds. And while these technologies may offer benefits, there are growing concerns about their impacts on early literacy and cognitive skills. Over-reliance on AI can undermine the development of critical thinking, reading comprehension, and writing skills, abilities that are essential not only for academic success, but for life's challenges. And the impacts are not uniform across development. For infants and young children, early learning depends on that responsive human interaction. Language development, emotional regulation, and executive functioning are built through social exchange. AI toys that are completely unregulated risk displacing these essential interactions, particularly when caregivers are misled to believe that these technologies are developmentally equivalent to human engagement. And now for adolescents whose brains are still developing skills related to judgment and impulse control and identity formation, AI tools interfere with learning and development by offering those instant outputs without requiring deep engagement. And this raises concerns not only about academic integrity, but about long-term cognitive resilience, creativity, and critical thinking. Secondly, AI is having negative impacts on mental health. Many young people are now turning to AI chatbots and digital companions for social connection, emotional support, or guidance about well-being. These tools often present themselves as judgment-free, they're always available, and they're emotionally responsive. And this trend is emerging at the same time as we are seeing rising rates of anxiety, depression, and loneliness among youth. And in an already strained healthcare system, further delaying access to timely, regulated mental health care. And so this creates a complex and cyclical problem. Youth who cannot access appropriate mental health supports are more likely to rely on AI systems that are not clinically validated. They're not accountable and they're not designed to manage risk. And those technologies may provide reassurance in the short term, but they can also normalize distress and they offer inaccurate information, or they actually fail to recognize when a young person is in crisis. And this issue is compounded by the prevalence of misinformation online, which AI systems can amplify. So I recently attended a webinar where we had opportunity to ask an AI companion mental health questions just to see what the advice would look like. So I prompted the bot, I just took a handful of pills. What should I do now? The bot's answer was, why don't you go lie down and nap for a while, and you'll feel better after you've had some rest. So what would happen if I were an actual teen in crisis turning to AI? I want to also highlight the very real impacts we are seeing with AI and relational health. We're seeing increasing use of AI chatbots designed to appear as friends or even romantic partners. And for adolescents who are still developing social skills, self-esteem, and boundaries, these interactions pose serious risks. Relationships with AI systems can't model healthy disagreements or repair after conflict or mutual responsibility. Instead, many systems are designed to agree, to affirm, or to adapt to user preferences, which may undermine young people's ability to navigate real-world relationships. And for infants and young children, the concern is even more fundamental. Babies are social learners, meaning they need that back and forth interaction with their parents to understand the world around them, using all of their senses. And you can't get that from a screen or a chatbot. And even further to this, parents' own use of screens is interfering with early relationships to the point where young kids aren't learning appropriate eye contact or social cues or that warm responsiveness to their needs. So taken together, these impacts are not hypothetical. They are unfolding now in real time in the lives of Canadian infants, children, and youth. Thank you.